Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hi everybody, this is your English teacher Fadi Kilani. Today guys we are going to start learning adjectives, adjectival phrases and prepositional phrases. Mainly we are going to talk about adjectives and what is the function of the adjectives and what is the difference between adjectives, adjectival phrases and prepositional phrases. First of all, students, adjectives, words that describe or modify the noun or pronoun. When I say adjectival phrases, I mean more than one word. For example, pink, white, book, two words or more. 2 words or more, we call it adjectival phrase. Let me start with the background. Here, students, we have some adjectives, and we can recognize or understand the adjective or differentiate between adjectives, nouns, or part of a speech according to the meaning of the word or according to the suffixes. When I say suffixes, students, I mean last letters in the words OUS, IVE, full. These suffixes, indicate that the word is adjective. And there are 2 ways to understand or to recognize if the word is adjective or not. For example, motionless. Even if you don't know the meaning of this word, you can recognize that word is adjective. How? By the suffix. When I say less, that means this word is adjective. But some words, guys, for example, long, light, these words don't have suffixes. You have to understand or recognize these words by the meaning of these words. Let me start with adjective and adjectival phrases. As you see here, adjectives or phrases. Adjective or adjectival phrase modifies or describes a noun or noun phrase. The main function of the adjectives, students, to describe a noun. For example, I met a clever student. A clever student. The adjective is clever, modifies or describes a student. The position of that adjective or adjectival phrases, it usually comes before the noun. It describes or after a linking. There are 2 positions for adjectives, before the noun and after linking verb. After a linking verb, for example, he is a good student. He is a good student. Here we have more details. The first example, the pink and white peppermint wafers bought that morning. The noun is wafers and the adjectival phrase is pink and white peppermint. The adjectival phrase, look at the position of the adjectival phrase, comes before the noun. And that describes or modifies the noun in the sentence. The second one, or the second example, a lazy warm wind carried a warm sea smell. The noun is wind here in this sentence and the smell. And we have adjectival phrase like lazy, warm, and warm sea. The function of these phrasal adjectival phrase modify and describes the noun in the sentence. Next one, student, prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase can also act as an adjective. Like adjective, describe a noun. But prepositional phrase begins or starts with a preposition such as of, to, or. If you want to know the prepositional phrase, the phrase that begins or starts with prepositions. Look here, the highlighted one, the bold one, of freshly sharpened pencils. This one is a prepositional phrase. Why? Because it starts with prepositions. And this phrase describes the role in the sentence. For more details, students, we have also here other examples. Please buy the scarf with dots. يعني here يعني someone advise you to buy a scarf or the scarf with dots. Prepositional phrase with dots that describes the scarf. The man on the radio has a boring voice. On the radio, this is the prepositional phrase because it starts or begins with the preposition and describes the man. And here give me one of the Brown's ones. Here, of the Brown's ones describes one and starts with or begins with prepositions. And here, student, we have practice. I hope you are well and you understood the lesson. The first question, underline the adjectives, adjectival phrases, or prepositional phrase. And circle the noun. Circle the noun. The second task, students, answer each question using the adjectival phrase in parentheses. How was the movie? Sad but interesting. I want you to generate a meaningful sentence by using sad but interesting. For example, it was sad but interesting. Here, sad but interesting, we call it adjectival phrase that describes it and it relates to the movie. Here we have another sentence. Nice, thoughtful, talented, graceful, boring without much plot, goat from Switzerland. Thank you so much, student. I hope you understand everything and please do the task. Thank you so much.